Hey YouTube, it's Sun Purple One. Welcome to Boots on the Ground. Let's get right into it. This person says, we often find good buys at estate sales. And it's called estatesales.org. I'll put the link in the description for you. Hopefully you'll be able to find a few nearby. Once you go to the site, put in any zip code to where you're willing to travel to. It also lists auctions we have found. So looking for some good deals, check this site out. This person says, I live in a small town in southwest Missouri and have noticed in the Walmarts in my area, including Springfield, they have removed some aisles, most notably in the grocery section. I first noticed the aisles were actually wide enough for two people to get down comfortably. When I looked at the floor for more evidence, sure enough, there were marks where the aisles used to be and they had moved them a foot to a foot and a half. They also said, my daughter who works for Walmart in central Missouri said they are also installing more emergency exits at her Walmart. And allegedly, this is supposed to happen nationwide. A sign of the times, I suppose. And I'm just guessing or assuming maybe this is because of active shooters and just to let people empty the store quicker. So look at your Walmart next time you're in it. Are they doing any more exits? Or are the exits more defined and clearly marked? This is from my area in Powdersville Walmart. The power went out because of some storms, and they had to throw out meat, dairy, and most of their produce. I wonder why Walmart does not invest in the ability to at least keep their coolers going. I know it's expensive to run generators, but it seems like a waste of food. And I guess for them, it's just a business loss. But I would really love to see Walmart putting in some backup emergency power to keep all this products and frozen stuff frozen. And this would be handy in an emergency because if your area gets hit with power lossage, and it's for a couple days, a lot of people throw their food away. This would allow people in their community to have that food readily available and wouldn't have to be shipped into the Walmart again. This person is from California. Prices fell a little. Gas is still around $5.25 for regular. He says, we face some serious threats, both foreign and domestic, and you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. And there is a lot of problems in this world, and this is from California. This person said, hey, I enjoy your channel, been following it for years. With so much uncertainty in the world and the last year's hurricane that hit us, there were lots of hard lessons learned. I live in Lexington, South Carolina. I thought you said that you were from down this way. I'm in South Carolina, but upstate South Carolina. I've been trying to rotate stock. I've also been focusing more on putting away ammo rather than buying more guns. Very good point. I also invested in a 22 caliber conversion for the AR-15 so I could use one rifle for two different calibers if I had to bug out. Then they just thanked me for my channel. But yeah, I want to thank you guys. You guys have supported me. Some of you have been here since day one, and I appreciate it. I do not take your time for granted. This person says gas has increased a little bit up in Brevard, North Carolina, and that was 10 cents a gallon, but this was a couple days ago, so it might already increase some more. This was from the fish shop, Charlie's Fresh Catch in Vernon, Connecticut. $99 a pound for king crab. They sent me a picture. Wow, who can afford $99 a pound? I don't know if that's like the most expensive meat they sell in there, but that's insanity. On Wednesday, the Federal Reserve said they're going to keep the central bank interest rate current levels. Their federal fund rate remains in the 4.25 to 4.5 range. The central bank's latest economic outlook is increasing inflation amid a lowering overall growth known as stagflation. Amazon CEO said the company is going to be using more and more AI, and they will actually be shrinking their workforce. I've been hearing this from a lot of people. Actually, people are losing their jobs to AI. It is reported that over 1 million people, illegal immigrants, have self-deported. And this has led to higher wages. A lot of these higher wages are in the skills like the plumbing, the electrical, carpentry, because there's just more demand. And they're realizing that companies have to pay a little bit more, a better wage to get legal workers, which would be American workers or people with a green card or permission to work in this country. The insurance that they have on big cargo containers, oil tankers, big shipping ships has increased drastically. It's about doubled. And any ships that are traveling into an Israeli port have tripled in price for the insurance, and this is just because of the turmoil. The Homeland Security Assistant Secretary said on Tuesday that 75% of all the people they're rounding up are people that have been already arrested and are convicted criminals. I think every American should be applauding this, that convicted criminals should not be in this country. And if they are in this country, it should be been for a very minor offense, but they should have to jump through extra hoops to prove this. Also, Ram trucks, if you're a Ram truck fan, they have just increased their warranty for their 2026 vehicles, and it's going to be for, it replaces their 5-year or 60,000 mile warranty with a 10-year, 100,000 miles. And this is on their engine, transmission, transfer cases, drive shafts, differentials, and axles. So this is huge. And the reason is a lot of people are buying a vehicle and they're financing it for, let's say, 7 years, 84 months, I think it is. So this is a great step forward for Ram. Also, Kraft Heinz announced that they are going to be removing all FD and C artificial dyes from their manufacturing process or making food. So I see that as a great sign. Kennedy is doing a great job in there, trying to make Americans healthier by getting rid of dyes, getting rid of things that we don't need. He's looking at the vaccines. So I think he's doing a great job. So there you go. There's some boots on the ground, things that are happening. I'm not even going to talk about the mess in Ukraine and Russia, in Israel, in Iran. I'm going to do a separate video on the Israel-Iran problem because it's sort of a double standard. A country attacks another country just because they might possess a nuclear weapon. Unbelievable. If you have anything you could add, please send it to southernprepper1 You guys make and break boots on the ground. Tell me what's happening at your job. Tell me what's happening in your life, what you're seeing at the grocery store, so we can compare notes and see what's going on to average people in America. Thanks for watching.